Welcome to DC.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss. And a World Series Game 7 winning Curly W is in the books.
Dagger! It's 1974. The Washington Capitals are the 2018 Stanley Cup champions.
Don't like that. I like that.
You gotta like that, right?
Despite all this, despite the churn, my approval ratings keep going up.
We are ready to give our 500% support back to this franchise, back to this city, back to this team after Snyder leaves. And then this is the poo-poo you put on the field.
For the very first time, the Washington Mystics are WNBA champions.
The Washington Commanders select Jaden Daniels.
I'm going to support fake teams that can't ruin my life.
Did you call bank? I call game.
Thank you. Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business.
Hello, everybody. This is episode 376. You know, sometimes FD, you show up and it's like, what are we going to talk about? Maybe we're going to talk about this. Maybe we're going to talk about that. I don't know. Like, this is one of those shows where I was going to say I'm embarrassed to say this, but I don't think I'm embarrassed to say it because we've done this 376 times. We're going to figure it out as we go. But I got nothing. That's the
Welcome to the off season, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing. I'm home. I'm working late. Literally, I mean, you stop me when I'm lying. All right. It's the middle of the night. It feels like 3:00 in the morning. I put out an SOS saying, "Hey, why don't we just record a show right now? Since we're all up and chatting about whatever we're chatting about anyway." And then you just responded saying, "Yeah, let's just do it." I mean, it feels like 2:00 in the morning, but sometimes you just hit go and we'll figure it out.
Hey, sometimes it's our best show too.
Unfortunately, that's the truth. Sometimes these shows, the more unscripted it becomes, sometimes, yeah, you're right. Sometimes it allows for some creative genius. I think we're going to get LP at some point. So when he shows up, we'll get him into the room here too. I don't really know where you want to start. I was going to share my game day experience from Sunday. I went to the MCI Center, the Verizon Center,
the Vault,
the Cap One, all right, Capital Arena. What's the actual name? It's the Capital One Arena.
Capital One Arena.
Yeah. I was there on Sunday, FP, midday.
Kids Day.
We did church in the morning, and then we did Shrek Kids Day on the ice. Happened to be Avalanche at Caps, which house divided for us here. My significant other hails from Mile High City, so it was an interesting experience. The kids did elect to rock the red, which I was very
excellent.
Before we were practicing our CAPS caps stance. We were reminiscing about all caps donuts from Dunkin'.
Okay.
They gave up sweets for Lent, so they haven't had one in a long time. But we were talking about all things caps on the way down there. Parking, super easy at 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
super
for
easy.
sure.
City was actually kind of nice on the way in. I'll save my experience for the ride home or the exit for when we get there. But I got to be honest, my expectations were low. The game was pretty good.
It was a solid game considering it was against the Avs, who are the number one team in the NHL, and the Caps, 6 points out of the final wild card spot.
But LP is here. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. For those that are watching live, LP just left the chair. Thank you so much, LP. And you have 2 desk chairs. That's a lovely.
No, this is the new man cove. He's got a nice little man cove.
Yeah. First time, long time here
second time.
Long time. Second time is a great plug. It's a great plug, LP. Yeah, it sounds like there's fasten seatbelts. So we just heard the chime in the background of your house. So that's great. It's good to see you, LP. It's good to see you.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, remind me to talk about local radio personality getting hair plugs and what we intend to do. We'll talk about it. We'll get there. But anyway,
listen, I'll join the trip, but no need for me.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it could be fun for all of us, but you are blessed in the hair on top of head area. So
I'll just eat some doner kebabs and
yeah,
enjoy the show.
yeah. But LP or FP, we were talking Caps. So we get there plenty of time early. We're in the bleeds. We're up in the we're watching.
Those are the best seats to get.
It's actually not terrible. Like a hockey rink is so huge by comparison to an NBA court that there really isn't a bad
there's
seat.
there's no bad seat. I will say, tangent. I hate that we took the most premier seats in Capital One, right across from the camera, from the broadcast camera,
Yeah.
the vault, and it's just always empty because there's such expensive seats that nobody can afford them. That it's just these premier seats. I mean, imagine if this was a team. I mean, we're technically in a playoff push. We're probably not going to get it because you have to win 9 out of the next 10 games to squeak into the playoffs. But imagine if you were an elite team this season and you don't have a sellout view because we're deciding to price gouge and have these premier seats that nobody can afford. It's been all season like this. It's terrible.
The arena also is under significant construction, right? So there's entrances that are closed off. The outside looks very shoddy. I mean, I'll say inside the seats, this is going to sound, well, there's no nice way to say this. The seats seem narrower.
They've been narrow for a while. I'm a thick boy. My thighs get bruises by the end of a game if I'm sitting for too long.
I hate to say this into the microphone, but I'm not sure if the seats got smaller or if I got wider. But it's
a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
It felt like economy on a Frontier flight. Like it just felt a little tight. There's no recline, no give in the cushion, and I was a little surprised by that. But the food was better than expected, especially midday on a Sunday. Like, what time did they start frying chicken nuggets? I have no idea.
I couldn't tell you, but I mean, it's always been a good. I mean, Wizards games sort of included, but Capital One, for how old it is and how much construction it's going under, and the outside atmosphere at times, it's usually a really good game day experience.
Yes,
and they can only improve it, right? Which I think is their plan.
Overall, I mean, it wasn't a bad game day experience. I mean, even with like all the kids shtick, it was good. Like, it was good. Like, there was a whole Shrek thing and Fiona. And
they do good at keeping the kids entertained, even when it's not like kid centric, like theme day.
Yeah,
they do a good job. And Slapshot looks great, and he was donned in all his like armor and stuff.
I'll take it a step further too. The graphics on the screens look good. The starting lineups look good. The intro or the beginning of each period with the red.
You're missing the organ though. We need the organ back. The organ player is gone.
There was no organ. But like, yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest. So like, once we got in our seat, it was fine. Like, it didn't feel like it was dragging out, and we did get a competitive. It was competitive.
You got a good game, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you were concerned that we weren't going to see, enough jerseys on TV. I don't know what it looked like on TV, but I can tell you, the lower bowl was pretty full overall.
Well, you're probably got one of Ovi's last home games potentially. Depends on what he wants to do with the contract.
So let's talk about that, because that's honestly the only thing worth talking about. I mean, they took an early 1-0 lead. They ended up giving, just gave away
2 mistakes to start the third.
Very big mistakes, especially because what's the goalie's name?
Logan Thompson.
Yeah, I mean,
he just coughed it up.
The one-time tight end of the Redskins?
No.
That would be Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas. That's close. It's close. Okay, but anyway, dude was blocking everything left and right and center, like basically for 2.5 periods, and then just
fell asleep at the wheel. It happens in hockey.
It happens. But we did get to see Ovechkin's 923, and about 30 seconds later, it's like somebody cued somebody and they realized, hey, that was number 1,000.
1,000 all time. Yeah.
That's pretty freaking cool. It was cool to be there. I'll tell you, as somebody just sitting there, it felt like a big moment. Everybody got on their feet.
It's huge.
It was a huge moment in the arena. So, but that being said, they ended up losing, and I got to be honest.
But they got the point, which they needed more than anything.
Okay, I'm sitting there, and the kids are like, "Well, why are there only 3 people on the ice? Like, why is overtime different?" Like, I don't know. This seems like a bad rule. I don't like 3-on-3 is not Is that
I love 3-on-3.
It's fast paced.
Yeah, I
then
love
make it, but then play the whole period. Then play the whole period. Like the sudden
No.
death thing is not.
I think that's the point. They want it to be short.
Yeah, I mean,
It's five, but the whole thing is 5
you
minutes.
you get a point for being in overtime, which most of the teams, that's all they care about. And to get that second point, I mean, it's nice.
Yeah,
to-
but my
to
point
get
is,
a-
why not just play? Why not just play the full 5 minutes? Like it's 5 minutes. It's a 5-minute intermission and a 5-minute period. Like we just play the 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's the
Really?
rule. I don't know. It's I like it. It makes the magic of overtime that much more significant.
So you're okay
right?
with this? You're fine with this? Current
Yeah, I
arrangement.
mean, a lot of times you blow right past overtime. You go to penalty shots. Like that's just how it happens.
So does that mean there are no ties ever in the NHL anymore?
No, you would get ties if you get into penalty shots and it ties up, and then it's a tie.
How many times have we had a tie?
Happens all the time.
Oh, okay. I'm just not paying enough attention.
You can tie in penalty shots. Is it just 5 for each team?
Apparently.
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't
no,
know that.
you'll go 3 rounds or whatever, but eventually they call it and it's a tie.
So after 15 penalty shots,
I believe it's 3 rounds. Yeah,
3 rounds of 3 or 3 rounds of 5?
it's 5, 3, 3. 5 guys up and then 3 and then 3.
I could go
So
for
it's
some.
11 shots per team.
I
Yeah.
would crush some 5 guys right now. Oh. I think
I
I,
mean,
would do,
listen.
I think I would do a little. I would go different. I would do a little hamburger with bacon, no cheese, little grilled onions, small fry. Well,
I would go double cheeseburger, but grilled cheeses as the buns. Grilled cheese top, burger, grilled cheese bottom.
it's called a Luther. That's a pro move. Let's go. Let's go right now. Can we go right now? What's open at 2:30 in the morning?
There's no way
Go
that
right now. God, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm perpetually
Listen,
hungry.
The crazy thing about Ovi is this guy has so many records that he has broken, and it still seems like every time he plays, there's another record to break. Getting 1,000 points is insane.
Well, what's left
he's-
to do? What's
He's
left to do?
17.
How many
more,
players in the NHL ever had 1,000 or 1,000 goals?
Two.
2.
Who's
He's
the other?
17 goals away from beating Gretzky again of having all-time goals. Gretzky's at
Do you think-
1,016.
Do you think in your heart of hearts Ovechkin cares about that? I don't think so.
I think it's something really cool, and he probably won't say he cares about it, but it's probably something that, it'd be nice to go down as truly, truly, truly all-time great. I mean, he's right there under Gretzky. Beat him for goals regular season, but I mean, all-time points, all-time goals, it'd be cool.
I don't know. Like, do you think this
How many
is it?
goals does he have this season? Would
26.
one season get him over that 17?
He's
No,
he's
he would
leading.
he needs 17 more. He's not going to get that unless he goes on an insane heater and gets like 3 hat tricks.
I mean, he started this season off pretty hot, but he's sitting on. I think he leads the team with 26. Like, it's a very balanced team, if I'm not like from a scoring perspective. But that means basically he would need a full season, and I just feel like Alex is going to go out on his own terms. Like, I mean, he might take like a sweetheart deal maybe to stay, but
I think that's the debate is, will he take a sweetheart deal and stay because he likes the guys and he wants to be around and he feels like he has a little bit more hockey in him, and he's definitely not going to put on a different jersey. That's out of the picture.
I don't think that's in the cards at all.
But if he
Go back home to Russia.
if he doesn't
Maybe.
take a sweetheart deal, it pains me to say it, but I think the team has to be like, listen, we can't come to an agreement. Ovi era is over. We need to capitalize on the youth movement that we have, because we're building up this youth. Once it becomes Tom Wilson's team, where you can be fast and reckless and aggressive, and you can look like the Carolina Hurricanes that consistently just destroy us in playoffs because they're so fast.
Really, I mean, I was actually surprised at how little he was on the ice. Like, I mean, they sub him in and out aggressively.
Yeah, they have
Aggressively.
to. They have to.
Right.
He has very short shifts, but
I mean,
still there's just so much that gets funneled through Ovi when he's on the ice that it almost takes away from everything else that the team can do. And I think Carbs he knows it, but I think it's getting to the point now where it's like you have to do the painful and be like, this can't just we can't just keep you forever, because even though you're still producing, like it's taking away from, we're wasting the youth movement that we have, and then we're going to be lost in no man's land if we waste it.
I think
Plus the cap space we would get with him off the books.
Sure,
you could do so much.
I think there's something poetic though, FP. If this is it for him, they end the season against the Pens, if I'm not mistaken. I think they play the Pens at Capital One. I think that's the last game of the season. I think it's April 12th, maybe. I think I have to go look that up. But is Sidney Crosby still playing for the Pens?
Yeah, he is. I don't know if he's back from injury that he had during the Olympics. How long he's sidelined for that one?
So I think there's something poetic for Ovechkin to play his last one in DC against the Pens in particular. I think that is a special way for him to go out. These two players in particular, more so at the beginning of their careers. I think Ovechkin was the class of 05 and Sidney Crosby came in 06, I think.
I think they were together.
I think they were staggered. I think it was Ovi and then we got to do some fact checking here. Let's see. When did Sidney Crosby get drafted?
Pretty sure it was together 05.
Crosby was 06. He's 38 years old in 06. So one
year after.
Unless I'm looking at something wrong. But anyway, my point is I think this is it. And I think
Crosby is back. He is playing. He came back March 18th.
I mean, how the first decade of their respective careers, if not longer, have been these two the franchises have been intertwined. I know it's become the Hurricanes in latter years, but I think this would be a fitting way for him to call it.
Yeah, Ovechkin was drafted in 04. Crosby was 05.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I mean, 40 and 38 respectively. I mean, these are old farts at this point, and I think that was it. And it was pretty cool to see him get number 1,000. It was like a cool little moment for my kids too, but I think this is it. I don't see him returning. I think he understands it hurts the team for him to come back.
It depends, right? Like if the Caps say we feel we can put together a really strong playoff team where you're not featured. You may it might be to the point where hey, come back, we'll pay you, but are you okay not being top line? Something like that, where maybe he gets a more favorable line matchups. Maybe he'll come back and he'll push for one more playoff season, especially if this one falls short. They don't make the wild card. Nobody wants to go out losing in the regular season and you don't get into the dance, but
sure.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see what he does. He's not letting anybody know any of his moves.
I mean, and he doesn't owe it to anybody. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to do that. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what he actually decides to do. That's the reality of, I mean, he's a hero. Whether he ends it, whether this is it or not, I mean, he's
by far greatest DC athlete of all time.
I
don't think you can take it away from him.
I think Darryl Green is still going to edge him out just because of the popularity of the Redskins, man.
Maybe
Michael
not most
Jordan
popular,
was a DC athlete.
No. Michael Jordan doesn't count. Ovi goes down as the greatest DC athlete
lifelong DC athlete, probably.
Accolades, win the championship, where he played a huge part. Yeah,
we don't have another player that played in DC who was arguably the GOAT, the true GOAT.
You guys are sleeping on Darryl Green.
Yeah, Darryl Green was great, but
Darryl Green maybe could probably still lace him up right now. He's still fast
for sure, but he's
not. Monk had his moment too. He's not on that level.
But is Darryl Green
the
greatest cornerback of all time?
No,
I think he
was great.
No, he's not the greatest of all time. He's going to crack most top 10 lists, I think. Maybe
Ovi is the greatest.
Yeah,
he's consistently beating records of the nickname the Great One.
I mean, Michael Phelps is
Phelps is a good one.
Right? I mean,
he's the greatest swimmer.
We can claim Baltimore. We can. DC sports can't claim Baltimore. No.
I mean, he's the capital region, capital area. Maybe. But yeah,
is swimming really considered a major sport? No.
I mean, he's the most decorated Olympic athlete.
Is he still the number one? I don't think he is anymore. Maybe decorated Olympic swimmer.
Yeah, I mean, this guy was competing way into his Yeah, I mean, okay, it's Ovi. I mean, it's.
I don't know. We're debating nothing here. It's Ovi
I think Darryl Green gets at least an honorable mention in this conversation, though, right?
for
Like,
sure.
It his entire career on one team, 2 Super Bowls, right? I mean, like 2 or 3, 2, 87, 91.
2, yeah.
Yeah. But it was cool to see him. The problem for me was the post game experience, the herding of all people like sheep and cattle down the stairs. Why can't they turn the escalators on to go in reverse? I have no idea. This is drive me insane for the last 25 years of going to this building. Why can't I go down an escalator? Like, why do I can go up an escalator, but I have to walk down the stairs? I don't understand this.
Like the comedian Mitch Hedberg says, all you have to do is turn the escalator off and say, apologies for the convenience, use the stairs.
Well, yeah, something to that effect. I mean, it's a lot of people walking down a whole lot of stairs. The bathrooms were disgusting, and my kids we all wanted to use the restroom before leaving. I sent you boys a picture of what I was dealing with in the men's room. It was pretty gross. And then you get downstairs and you walk outside, and I mean, immediate contact high. Immediate. Like
go-go music and weed is how you know you're in DC.
Yeah, the go-go music, mambo sauce, weed everywhere. You cannot escape it. It is impossible.
Home field advantage, baby.
But it's too much. It's too much. I was waiting for somebody in my car. Like we were 8 deep in the van. I was waiting for somebody to tell me they were feeling dizzy because I was feeling dizzy, but I wasn't about to announce it. It is everywhere. It is insane that you can't walk around on a Sunday at 3 in the afternoon on a perfectly sunny day in DC without reeking of weed.
Listen, just
too much.
Just be happy you went up this weekend and you didn't go this coming weekend when it's Cherry Blossom Festival, peak cherry blossoms plus Sweet 16. It'll be insane.
That's fair. I mean, okay. I guess. Okay. It's too much, FP. I know. When was the last time? Have you been downtown this season to watch a Caps game?
No, not this season. No.
Have you been downtown recently at all for anything?
Not when there's.
I don't think you need to be in the Caps game for that. Yeah. Get near DC.
I mean, you're right.
I mean, you could go to Tyson's now. You can go anywhere. Like, the smell's there.
I would imagine it's worse at a Wiz game. Just based on the clientele that's supporting the Caps versus the Wiz. It's not racist if it's true. I'm just saying, like, it's going to be a little different. But that was to me the biggest disappointment. Like for all the belly aching that the city is doing about we're going to retro Cap 1 and we're going to make it amazing and state of the art and please don't move to Alexandria.
Is this not a problem that you get in Philly, that you get in New York, that you get in all? Yeah, I think all of these, all the urban downtown cities,
those cities didn't need the National Guard to enforce local law. So no, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like DC, the National Guard was deployed in DC to enforce law. So I don't know. Like,
but that's the thing, that they're not breaking laws in DC.
Well, it's just everywhere, and that's the point, right? Is that you can do this, and like, if you are maybe not Ted Leonsis, because he seems to be, I'm turning on him a little bit. I don't think he's this amazing owner that we've made him out to be. I think by comparison to the former owner of the Redskins, he was the savior of the city. But in reality, I think Teddy's just as scummy, to be honest, from a business perspective. He don't care. Like, until 5 minutes ago, he didn't care about the Wiz at all. Right. And
I mean, but he's an owner that's letting front offices do what they do. The Caps have had money when they needed it. Front office did what they needed to do. No interruption from the owner. The Wiz, maybe his biggest fault was he didn't fire Ernie sooner, but the Wiz are going.
Shepard wrecked the team too.
Yeah, but the Wiz are going through their rebuild, and he's hands off.
Well, I mean, yeah, and the Wiz need to, as long as they don't win 6 of their final 7 or 8. I mean, they're going to end up in position for a ping pong ball, and
they're
then
not going to get it. But
I mean, Adam Silver, the NBA is just, yeah. There's no chance. We're gonna win the draft lottery. It's not going to happen.
I think this is the year that I think the NBA wants the Wiz to win.
Because we're
too much with the AD trades and all the coverage.
Look like a good market.
Hope of a rebuild.
We have
the last time we got it was John Wall, 2011.
Yeah. And before that was 10 years prior in 2001 with Kwame Brown.
Kwame.
Yeah. So we're overdue. Actually,
we're about due.
Who do we want if we get overall one? Is it Debansta or whatever? Is that who we want?
I think so, but I mean, whoever. I don't know.
He's the BYU guy.
I think what we yes, I think
jumbo wing.
What we've learned from the last couple of drafts, maybe really the last like 7 or 8 NBA drafts, is there is something to be said about drafting players that have actually played in the States at the in the collegiate ranks. Like they do come out a little bit different. If you look at, I mean, there's a lot. If we apply the number one metric, like the bust metric, to the recent 10 drafts, 8 of them are busts. Like it's just not applicable. I mean, look at Risa Shea down in Atlanta. Like he stinks. I mean, Alex Sarr is a significantly better player, but you know, the NBA's got the NBA and the NCAA, they both have problems.
I mean, you could see it this year with March Madness. I think it's like the lowest records, lowest ratings that March Madness has ever had. Like the magic of March Madness is gone. The Cinderella stories aren't really stories anymore. Nobody cares anymore.
I would argue that nobody. Yes, I would agree that nobody cares. But you've got teams, you've got these like deep play-in teams like Texas, for example. Texas plays in on Tuesday against NC State and wins. They go up against BYU and win. They go up against Gonzaga and they win again. So is parity?
But because there's no more powerhouse basketball teams.
I know, but the irony here, FP, is that if you go back 20 years to when we were in school and cheering on our local teams and whatever, it was the same 4, 5, 6 power conferences.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody cares about Cinderella stories anymore because there's so many Cinderella stories now. Nobody cares. It doesn't have the same luster that it had back in the day. Like when if Mason made it this year, they would be flooded with so many other Cinderella stories that it wouldn't be the darling of the March Madness tournament where it's getting coverage on ESPN and Sports Center and all that. Like nobody cares anymore.
I'll be honest, of all the upsets and the storylines, there was one in particular that caught my eye. Any idea which one I'm talking about? There's one school in particular.
Who?
High Point. Are you familiar with High Point University? High Point beat Wisconsin in the opening round and then ended up losing to Arkansas by like 6 points. They beat Wisconsin by 1. It was a 12 over a 5. I'm going to pull up and read to you something about High Point. Just give me a second here. I'm going to pull it up. But this is a very interesting life skills school. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to read this verbatim. A life skills university, air quotes on life skills, with 6,500 students and an on-campus steakhouse and a $70,000 cost to attend, is upending March Madness. This was written right after they beat Wisconsin. The private school that just shocked Wisconsin in the first round dubs itself the premier life skills university and has an enrollment of about 6,500 students. Tuition, housing, and food costs for this calendar year range of about $70,000. Campus life at High Point is quite different from most colleges. Listen to this, boys. 2 fine dining options: the 1924 Prime Steakhouse and the Mediterranean-inspired Aloe restaurants are available free to students once a week via their meal plans. You with me so far?
I don't know
High Point calls them learning labs that enable students to develop life skills, including business and social etiquette, and an understanding of global cultures and cuisine. The campus also has a build-out of an airplane, which is designed to allow students to practice business pitches to strangers that they may encounter while traveling.
What the Gen Z shit is this?
High Point was founded by leaders of the United Methodist Church in 1924, and while the university says faith remains a cornerstone of HPU's values-based education, it does not have any specific religious restrictions or requirements akin to notable religious-based universities like Liberty and or BYU. High Point has a $170 million, 5,000-seat basketball arena named after the university president and influential businessman Nido Quiben, which opened in 2021. In September, the university announced it had received a record amount of major gifts totaling more than $195 million from boosters. What is your response to this?
It sounds like Deloitte University decided to become a real school and throw up an actual sports team.
How insane is this?
What do they learn? How to just be functioning adults outside of the classroom?
No, I think it's more than that. I think it's life skills. They're teaching you how to pitch in an airplane in the event.
Pitch what? You don't have an education to make a career. What are you
how
teaching?
to eat steak and fish at fancy restaurants so that you don't embarrass yourself.
That's the equivalent of like teaching a kid in like the middle of the Sahara Desert how to be an Olympic swimmer when there's no pool around. Like what are we doing here? What are you teaching them these skills when there's no actual skill?
But that is High Point University, a school that 5 minutes ago nobody has ever heard of, and now they go back to obscurity. But this is what makes me really interested in March Madness. Is crazy stories like this. I mean, like I said, Michigan is still alive, if I'm not mistaken. Alabama, I think, is still playing. I don't know. I got to go back and look at who's still around. But but
nothing matters if a team like High Point can upset a program like Wisconsin. That is case in fact why March Madness and the NCAA and basketball sucks, because everybody's one and done.
But can't you argue that it's good? Can't you argue that
I think it's good for the sport.
How is it good?
It gives the average Joe like us hope that you can do stuff.
What?
Like,
what?
If
are you telling me right now
are playing for High Point?
Are you trying to tell me right now if you went back in college, LP, you could join one of these fake teams?
No,
and
I'm not saying I could. I'm just saying other average Joes.
Oh, I misunderstood it. I said I like if LP wanted to start, if we wanted to start DTC University, right, and go get accredited and then create a basketball team and then just basically pay a bunch of AAU players to come, like we could also be High Point. Like we could be any, like all of these schools.
That's not good for the sport.
I would argue that as well. I think there is something missing from college basketball. Like the NBA has a problem where they're two different things. The NCAA has a problem where the players are not recognizable and the programs are they're watered down. Like you don't know, like I can't name a single player on Duke or North Carolina or even the mid majors, like a school like Purdue. Like you would always kind of generally know, like, okay, Purdue's going to be competitive because they play in a tough division or a tough whatever. Like you've got Alabama, like Iowa State, like some of these names when you see them on a bracket, you're like, oh yeah, I remember.
They're all recognizable because of football.
I mean, that's true too, but like St. John's is not a football school, right? Like Duke is not a football school. UConn is really not a football school. Like there are still some powerhouses, but we know them based on their coaches, right? Like the players, the piece that we used to care about, we don't really care about anymore, and also I will say part of the allure and charm of March Madness FP was the idea that for 2 days, I need multiple screens to see all of this at the same time.
Yes.
We have that every week now.
Or when you are sitting in your high school in the cafeteria and they roll in a TV cart.
Oh, yes.
You're waiting for Price is Right to end so you can see the CBS coverage of March Madness.
Yes.
And you have your bracket filled out in pen in front of you. And that's your only way of seeing which teams won or lost.
Sometimes in pencil because we cheat.
But that was the magic. It doesn't.
You're hitting on it. There's two things: watching it with friends, and secondly, like it was an event, like it was a spectacle because all of the games were happening at the same time, but you could watch it. And for a couple of years, I think you had to subscribe to like the NCAA app or CBS Sports, but we had the tablets and the whatever. The reality is, on any given night, you can watch 5 baseball games on one screen. You can on every Sunday we can watch, every single football game that we want at the same time, right? The Octo Box that like Red Zone has made famous. You can watch the NHL version of it. I'm breaking.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow you get MLB opening night on Netflix.
Right. So, but my point is like the spectacle of multiple games at the same time has become somewhat commonplace, right? The sport is still
the madness isn't madness anymore because we're flooded with sports.
Yeah, and again, the NBA's problem is different. The NBA doesn't enforce the basic rules of the game, and they continue to coddle the professional athletes. The NCAA isn't like men's college basketball isn't doing that quite yet. They're paying them, but the games are still competitive. I mean, they are, and there's some
low scoring competitive, but
Yeah, but the NBA is suffering from like to me, it's a completely like both products are down, but the NBA product is bad. I mean, this is a league now where
it's bad, but you and I were on the record like the last 2 or 3 playoffs that we had from the NBAs were entertaining.
Yeah, because they play defense.
And I think this year you'll get the same thing where it's
I hope so.
There's no point in watching regular season. You just wait for playoffs. It's the same thing with baseball. You just wait for playoffs. You get 4K coverage. And you go, wow, this is beautiful.
But I think I think the problem is twofold. One, I think our attention span has diminished significantly, right? We're in an era of YouTube and shorts and reels and not actually full length. We don't even watch full length movies. I mean, we talked about The Rip on one of the OMCs a couple weeks ago, a month ago at this point, right? Where like movies are
watered down.
Yeah, movies are being created, movies are being directed and formatted for people that are half paying attention. So you have to repeat the same thing over and over and over and over. When you look at the NBA right now, like how much more can they coddle the professional basketball player? They don't play back to back. They have massage therapists traveling with the team. They have team nutritionists. They have team sleep analysts. They have everything at their fingertips, and they're still complaining that their life is too hard. Part of the reason I think like it's supposed to be hard. Am I wrong? It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to suck. That's what separates you from me. Like I can't do what you're doing, but if you're telling me that I can, or you're making it that accessible, it sucks, man. Like it really. I hope the NBA playoffs are better, right? And generally, as we get deeper into them, they play more defense, and it does turn out to be okay. But I've really just grown tired of the narrative of the season has to be shorter because no one's paying attention. Because I would say no one's paying attention because the product's not good. Like load management, like Michael Jordan didn't do load management.
No.
David Robinson and Tim Duncan didn't take huge stretches of time off and pick and choose when they were.
I mean, the whole AI interview was because he was skipping practices but showing up for games. That was his own version of load management, and the world.
We're talking about practice.
By it. Yeah, shocked by it. But now,
but they don't practice either.
No,
like, they don't do anything. Like, it's just
they practice pregame rituals and TikTok dances.
Yeah, I mean, as amazing, you guys know I'm a Kobe mark. As amazing as Kobe is and was to me, today he's remembered for his work ethic because he didn't take days off, because he was up at 4 a.m. and getting 6 shooting sessions in on a day. Like that's what he's remembered for, because it's so different than everybody else and what they're doing. I can't take any more of LeBron throwing the ball and catching it. I can't take any more of them trying to sell me that Bronny's an NBA player. I can't take the traveling FP. I can't take the basic fundamentals of the game being violated consistently, and nobody seems to care. Adam Silver, he looks like an alien from Men in Black. He's ruined the league. He keeps capitulating.
Is part of it just us, like us as DC, like
maybe.
DC Wizard fans? Like, are we just don't care because we haven't had a product to watch for so long?
The Wiz have played 68 games at this point. I think they got 12 left or something like that. I can honestly say I've seen at least a few minutes of 40 of them. Right? Like I do. Yeah, because I still love basketball. I hate the product right now, but you know, like Google does like the YouTube shorts or whatever. Like you can condense a game into a couple minutes, and you guys know I got a friend on the team, so like I like to keep tabs on what he's doing. And I just actually saw him at a school function last week, and he was telling me. I just asked him, point blank. I was like, "Is AD doing anything?" He's like, "He's actually doing a lot." You know, and I was surprised when he said that, and I kind of gave him the side eye. He's like, I know what the narrative is. He looked me dead in my eyes. He said, he's there every day. Like he's there every day, and you're not gonna see him this year, but dude's a baller. I mean, that's literally where we left it. And there was another DTC cast member, Joe Razzie, was hanging out at the same event. And he's like, were you just talking to? I was like, yeah. He's like, how do you know him? I'm like, his kid goes here. He's like, what did he say? I told him the same thing. I just asked him about AD. I just want to know about AD because like it's a big unknown, you know. But AD's he's there and he's doing what he's rehabbing and getting ready. But
AD's gonna get injured playing NBA 2K in his living room.
Can he help? Can he help Alex Sarr? Right? I mean, at this point, that's what I want to know. Like, can he? Because Sarr is a stud. I legitimately believe Alex Sarr is going to be special, right? I mean, he's on that trajectory now. So And the team's young. Like they need that vet presence. But
I'm gonna be butt annoyed if next season comes and we still suck and we haven't put it together, and all the pieces are on the court
possible.
together, and they still barely crack 500.
I would say that would take some massive injury or like somebody reporting like in terrible shape or something, because the Trey and Trey connection is going to be fine. I'm still a mark for Bub. I really do like Bub a lot. Justin Champagne is a baller. I mean, apparently there was a lot of interest from teams trying to acquire him at the trade deadline, and front office just said no, thank you. They still got a ton of draft picks, and then they got Sar and AD. Like there is something here. Like Keyshawn George is still a baller. Like there's just good pieces here. FP, I don't know. Like this team has the feeling of the right pieces. The question is, can you fit them all together, right? If you remember back to the John Wall, the early Wall and Beal team where they had pieces like Otto Porter and Kelly Oubre and Gortat, like they had pieces. It just didn't seem to click all at the right time. And it took someone like a Paul Pierce to come in here and be bluish.
It's going to come down.
It clicked when we traded for Gortat. That's when it really started clicking.
Yeah. Paul Pierce put you over the edge.
Yeah, Pierce was a big deal. I mean, I know people don't like to acknowledge it, but he was actually what they needed. They needed a vet voice in the locker room and somebody who's going to step up and take that big shot at the end of the games consistently. Oubre and Otto Porter weren't going to do that.
But does a rookie, if you get the number 1 overall pick or whatever, is that enough to put you over? Like the East is top heavy. Is that enough to put you in competition with the top 4 teams?
I think it takes time to develop. It's not going to be the rookie. It's going to be more of Trey
if your team is healthy,
AD playing.
If this team is healthy, FP, I think they're competing in that top half of the. I think they're a top 4 team, man. I really do.
All buying into it, but again, how DC would it be that? Just kidding. One more year.
It's possible. It's possible. They go out there, they Ron Rivera the situation. Yeah, it's possible.
You think Brian Keefe's going to stay?
I think he deserves a shot to coach the talent that's here because he's your ride or die, man. Like you gave him the keys when there was no one here to coach. He was coaching.
It'd be dirty to punt him out.
I think they gave him the keys to tank a little bit, right? And then
to feel him out.
Now that you kind of have the team, you may want to go out and get that coach.
Maybe, but
depends on who's available.
The guys love Keefe though. That's the interesting.
And he's
part.
grown as a coach too. LP. I mean, if they
but he's also been a lifer assistant.
I mean, he's
he's
got
not
3
an
years
up-and-comer.
He's got 4 years now of like real coaching experience, right? I mean, I think it's his job to lose. Like, I think I would be shocked if they just replace him because he's done exactly what they wanted him to do, which is develop the young guys. Like, you can't demote him. Like,
well, that's what his knack was. I mean, that's what he came in as, developing the young guys.
Sure,
but now that you have a full team, I mean, you may want to go get that veteran coach who's been in the championship.
Oh, I mean, the Thunder were in a similar position, right? And I mean, if you remember, they lost. I don't remember what year it was, but Scotty Brooks was a known commodity, and they were like, "We can't have you anymore," right? I mean, that was a very real thing. And then I think if I'm not mistaken, Scotty Brooks ended up here in DC. To try to woo Durant.
But it's I feel like it's going to be similar to like a Thibodeau with the Knicks, where the pieces are going to be there and you're going to maybe make a playoff run, but you don't have enough to get us over the hump by. And it's going to happen maybe after one more year.
I think that's fair too. I think he's deserving of a chance to coach the team now that it's assembled. I think he deserves an opportunity to do that, right? It'll be a short leash. Like if they lose, if they open the next season cold, I think he's the scapegoat. And I think that's how it goes. That's how it plays out. But
yeah, but even this team, as it was constructed earlier this year with CJ McCollum, like there was a stretch where, I mean, you can easily say the Wizards were top 8 in the East.
Yeah,
right. I think it was like the December stretch where it was like over the past month and a half they had the most wins in the East or something.
But they're better now. Like this team now, the roster is. This is a 45 win roster,
two
right?
superstars.
Yeah,
hopefully.
But
I don't believe
it has to be. This is a 45 win roster as constructed.
I don't believe it. I'm taking the under.
Oh, there's no.
But I think the Wiz rebuild taking so long has taken a toll on DC fans.
Absolutely.
Like I think that's part of the reason why we're not as invested in NBA. Like if the Wiz were top 4, we'd be watching every game.
It's
It's
different
just the
in the
rebuild is taking
NBA.
so long.
It's going to take time. It takes time. Like it's also like when you stink in the NBA and you start to get good again, like people are in like prove it mode. At least that's my opinion, right? With the football team, all right, we can go to a game, right? Like there's only 8 of these at a year in our building. We'll go to a game. There's 41 of these for the Wiz, right? Like it's tougher to spend that money on a team like the Wiz than it is on a team like I don't know. Does that make sense? Like you buy hope, I think, faster with the skins than you would with the Wiz.
Yeah, well, even the Caps, right?
Well-
Like this, by all measures, is a down season for the Caps. The fans are still going to go because it's still an overall good product. It's a great experience.
Well, and
and
Ovi, people want
and
to see.
it's well, Ovi, but it's a team that for years and years and years and years and years has been competitive. Like even on their down years, it's not terrible, right? It's what the Nats had for a little bit up until 2019, and then everything blew up, right? Like you from 2010 to 2019, everybody regularly would go to Nats, and it would be close to sold out on any random weekday game during the summer because it was a product that was so productive and competitive for such a long time, right? But we're going 10 years now where the Wiz haven't had that.
Well, I mean, so where do they go from here? Like, I mean, what do you expect to happen? Like, what do you expect to happen?
You need to see a playoff push, and I think the fan base will come back very hungry for that playoff push. Like next April, if they're pushing in the playoffs, you'll see Capital One go from like middling attendance to all of a sudden it's going to be rocking, right? Like it has the capability, the fan base has the ability to just on a switch show up in droves and cheer on the team, right? They just need to they're just going to sit and wait, like you said, prove it. Oh shit, we're in the playoffs, and then everyone's going to go.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I mean, that would be great for the city, right? I mean, that's what the city needs. That's what the Wiz need. But yeah, it'll. I don't know. They're, like, are the Caps at risk of falling out of complete relevancy? Like, will they go to the bottom of the Big Four once Ovi's gone?
I mean, they've been flirting with wild card life for the last 2 or 3 seasons, and the magic of Ovi and kind of Tom Wilson and sort of the old heads, the last of the old guard is what's keeping everyone around. But I truly think this young team that's being built, led by Captain Wilson, when he puts on the C patch, it'll be a very exciting game because they're amping up to they've already sort of done their rebuilding behind the scenes, and you bring up like the Hershey Bears and you bring up everyone, like they'll be ready to go immediately once Ovi steps away.
Or will they fall to 4th in interest with his departure?
No, I don't
No,
think
because
so.
I think hockey fans are through and through hockey fans.
Yeah, they know
It's
they're
not.
they're latching on already to all the
I
young
mean, are
guys
the
that we
Nats
have.
are the Nats right now lower than the Wiz?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think the Wiz
Yes.
picked up a lot of steam this year with the
I
young
think
guys
right
playing
now,
well, the
the
national
second-
coverage.
yeah.
Absolutely, the Nats are in 4th place.
I think
Absolutely.
the Nats are in 4th place too. Yeah, no one cares. There's no buzz. There's nothing. It's also like the 8th most expensive hot dog and beer combo, and like who's going to this? Like who is
Didn't
going?
Dylan Cruz just get knocked down to
Yeah, he
AAA?
Yep.
That's
Savior-
how bad it is.
Yep.
I mean, we haven't heard from Stevie or Matt the Met in 300 episodes.
Is Steve dead? I mean,
He might be.
is he still here?
I don't know.
The
He's
purge,
not
the
on-
purge is 6 days away. There's literally one more chance for these bums to
Does
get
he
off.
know that baseball season starts tomorrow? Does he care?
I don't know. He's busy with busy. You know, I mean, come on, like, we can't talk about it. But I mean, I didn't expect us to do this much Caps and Wiz, boys. I mean, this is
49 minutes. We haven't talked about the football team once, and
Oh, yeah,
they're a
it's,
month away from making some big moves.
We're 90% of the way through the Cap season and the Wiz season, and we get to we get to late March before we talk about them in earnest. I mean, we could talk football team. There's nothing going on though. I mean, what do you want to talk about? There's nothing there.
The draft is a month away.
Yeah, they're doing pro days, and
It's got to be
biggest
love.
one.
Right?
Free agency's over
It's got to be love.
for the most part.
I mean, the biggest debate right now is: do you want Jeremiah Love?
I do.
not want Jeremiah Love.
I want Jeremiah Love. You can't you have to take a shot. If he's potentially a franchise altering running back. You have to take
Has
a shot.
AP done enough on the defensive side of the ball in free agency
I need
to
AP
make
to
you
stop
okay taking?
obsessing over Brandon Ayuk. That's what I need. Can you do that?
No, you're getting Ayuk.
Can we let it go? Can we let it go? I don't want Brandon Ayuk.
I mean, he's definitely not going to trade for Ayuk, but if Ayuk's a free agent and he's coming for a discount,
AP
getting
is
Ayuk.
suffering from the same thing that Ron Rivera suffered from. He just falls in love with the people he knows from the team that he was just at. And this
Yeah,
is
but the team he was just at continuously goes to championship
but it's
games.
too
and
much,
Super Bowls.
FP. It's too much. It's too much. Okay, the Debo experiment.
Listen, can we?
That
I'm-
hasn't
I'm-
happened this year at all.
I don't want to be the
Where
voice.
Did Debo come from Mars? Or where
No,
did he
no, I'm saying this year as in free agency that was a month ago.
Well,
I don't want to be the voice that defends Ayuk. But did you hear the podcast with Kittle where he sort of talked about what happened?
I did.
I don't necessarily think
How much weight do
the
you put on that?
media. I don't think the media spin of Ayuk is fair to him. I think he got injured. He was showing up to the facility, weight training, conditioning, rehabbing, whatever. Wasn't being on the field. Wasn't taking part in meetings, whatever. He's injured. Why does he need to do that?
Yeah.
And I think the team saw that they had a way out of giving him money.
Okay.
And
Stop. Hold on. Just have pause. Who gave him that money?
John Lynch.
I knew it. I knew it. You can't admit. You cannot.
Why is assistant GM AP for the San Francisco 49ers held responsible?
I find it fascinating.
Wait,
that you
when did he get paid?
cannot- 3
Why
years.
is it AP's
Are we
fault?
sure? Are we sure it was
up.
AP time?
It's not AP. It's Lynch. Lynch is the GM.
One of AP's guys.
Lynch is the GM.
Okay.
Is it AP's fault that they may or may not pay Trent Williams this season?
I'm afraid that if they let him walk, you don't think AP, and there's no way.
No,
There's
you
way.
locked up
don't.
Tunsil. He's better.
Yeah. Well, he's half his age. Trent's been playing for 25 years. Like how is he still the same
point
age?
is, listen, the Ayuk not trade. If Ayuk comes here and the money works out favorably,
But you don't need him here. That's my
you
point.
absolutely need a wide receiver
No.
too here.
No, you have enough.
The wide receiver room is not.
You already have a wide
cannot-
receiver too. His name is Terry McLaurin.
No, get the F out.
Yeah,
You
so
can't
you guys are
start
wrong.
The season with
It was
this
not
wide
AP.
receiver room.
AP came in January 2024.
Yes, I know
Ayuk
it's
was
not
signed
AP.
in
Joe just likes to
August
shit
of
on him.
2024. You say it so confidently.
Terry
like you
McLaurin
knew
is
this.
wide receiver 2. Okay, you got Treylon Burks as wide receiver 1, and you got Joey Galladay
How do I
as wide receiver
Force
3.
mute you. What's happening?
Joey
Agent of
Galladay?
Chaos is truth.
It's not Joey Galladay. Brandon Lloyd, another 49er turned Redskin.
And that was AP's fault 13
Uh,
seasons ago.
I don't know. Well, that one I'm not sure about. Maybe.
I might want to go receiver at the number 7 pick.
Nah.
No.
Got
If
too
you
much
don't
money
go,
in the position.
if you don't go Jeremiah Love, or you don't go,
Well,
and you
what if
bring
Love's
in,
taken? Because Love could be taken.
then go
he
safety.
might go to the Giants or
Go
Titans.
that- go
But then
that-
you got to go Sonny Styles, or you got to go
that
somebody
monster
100%.
safety that's going to end up on the Giants. What's his name? What's the safety's name? Hold on, I'll find it.
Downs? No, Downs.
It's not Downs. It's not Downs. Hold on. Safety Giants draft. Hold on. Oh yeah, you're right. Caleb Downs at number 5. Yeah.
You have to go. If you don't go Jeremiah Love, you have to go defense.
Yeah, but they've spent
I
so
just
much
feel
on
like
the defense.
we've done the defense thing so many times.
I mean, they might need a quarterback too.
Both of you, shut the F up.
Receiver. I mean, offense wins games in the NFL now.
Yeah, but the receiver they have a loaded room.
A loaded room of
Hold on.
Terry and a
I'm
bunch of.
defending the receiver. What parallel universe are we in where I'm defending the wide receiver room?
They don't have a good wide receiver room. They have Terry McLaurin and
Treylon Burks is good, but he's
Yeah.
not proven.
He's got to prove it.
Second time.
Diami's
Okay.
got to prove it
Diami's
again.
good.
One catch of the year.
Jalen Lane's got to prove it again.
I mean, Diami's a comeback. What about Van Jefferson? 2 weeks ago, FP was like, "Oh, you don't even know. Van Jefferson grew up under McVay. He's amazing." Remember
I
that?
like Van Jefferson. I
never
like
said
that one. But
I
he's
never said
also like a
anything
number
about
5
Van
receiver.
Jefferson.
And Luke, I'm a big Luke guy too. You guys know I like Luke.
Mm,
Did Debo sign somewhere?
No.
no.
So I mean, there's a chance that Fatty comes back. There's a chance. Play him at running back.
I mean, listen, Love plus Bill plus Jaden, that's a pretty scary trio. You brought McNichols back. McNichols, right? Yeah, we brought McNichols back. That's a pretty solid running back room if you get Love in there.
Well, look, and
Well, if you get
Rashad-
Love in there, you have too many people. Someone's gonna
Jerome
get cut.
Ford. Jerome Ford is a beast in his own right, and Rashad White. They're kind of the same guy, so I'm surprised they signed both. Rashad White has. I mean, he had
Rashad White's not getting cut. It would either be Jerome Ford or
Jerome Ford
McNichols
is
if you bring in Love.
yeah.
But
No,
also
Ford-
because you have Bill, White, Jerome Ford, McNichols. You already have 4. You usually carry 3. So if you add in
think
Love, you got to cut
McNichols-
2.
McNichols seems like he's the odd man out to me in that mix.
I think it would be Jerome. That would be out.
Maybe Jerome is a little bit older. Maybe it's Jerome. Maybe.
But
it's
you probably have to cut 2. Or you're gonna go shorter
if
somewhere
you
else.
if you draft Love,
or you can convert one of them into like a fullback.
So what's Ben Sinnott gonna do?
Interesting. Not catch balls down the field.
He's going to be a breakout tight end this year. Everyone draft him on.
Oh,
fantasy.
you wish.
We were so high on Ben Sinnott that we
Him
fired
and
Cliff
John
for him and
Bates
then
are gonna be
replaced him
very-
with.
Who cares about Sinnott because we got Chiggy? Who
yeah,
cares?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we fired Cliff because of Sinnott. Because we wanted to use Sinnott.
I mean, and Zach Ertz. I mean, Zach may end up on this
Zach
roster.
wants to come back.
I'm okay with Zach coming back.
Yeah,
I
he'd
don't
be
care about Ben.
great- he'd
Just
be
get
a
rid of
great tight end 3.
Sinnett's done. I have no need for him anymore.
Okay, Sinnott's going to go somewhere else and become the next Travis Kelce Kittle.
Well, I mean, look, they need secondary help. I mean, they got Mikey and Trey, assuming Trey's healthy, and then the donk from the Lions who sucks. That everybody's just like, oh, he's amazing. He's amazing. Amik Robert, amazing. He stinks. He stinks. I don't know why everybody's so excited about him.
Did
All
you
these
listen to
guys-
Logan Paulson's breakdown of his tape?
What
That
do you
might
say?
change your opinion. This is
No,
good.
I don't.
He's physical.
He's physical. Okay, he
Just
I
like
think he was
Lattimore.
he was the 3rd worst rated cornerback in the league from Pro Football Focus or whatever it was.
What's
Oh,
that comparison to Lattimore?
Well, I mean, Lattimore was
Because
either
at one point, Lattimore was like the number 1 rated PFF corner last year.
Listen, I
And that's
will
when we
say,
knew PFF
I
Did he
think
was a
sign
joke.
somewhere? Hold on, did he sign somewhere? Let's see.
no, Lattimore didn't go anywhere. I will say, I think it just came out. We had the 2nd most missed tackles on defense last season. I think the Bengals had us beat by like 30 extra missed tackles.
That's not good company.
But
I think Wagner was a liability.
Hey, how did we not talk? Well, Wags, I'm okay bringing him back to in a very limited capacity. He needs like 12 tackles or something to set a new record. I mean, just let him do it. Von Miller, I don't care about. Von Miller was the waste of.
No, Von Miller needs to.
Yeah, but how do we
Goodbye.
not talk about Max Crosby and what happened there? Like, how did we not discuss this on the show? Maybe this is the last thing
we
get
did
out on this.
sort of discuss it.
I don't think we covered it because we did OMC last week. We didn't actually talk. We didn't talk a lot of football last week.
No, I think we discussed it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
How
I think I discussed it with you guys 2 weeks ago.
did we really?
Anyways,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was the night that it happened, wasn't it?
It was the night that it happened. We were all
Yeah.
debating what the Ravens
All
did.
right.
And that's when I brought you up the record that it wasn't the first time the Ravens negged.
Yes,
Oh
we
us.
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And we talked about
What do you-
Ryan Grant.
What do you? Yes, yes. Infamous wide receiver Ryan Grant. Yes. But what do you think now? 2 weeks later, like Crosby is a Raider still, right? I mean, he's not.
Yeah,
like,
he's
he-
embraced
his-
it again.
But his stock is diminished. No, I mean, like this is just a bad look all around for him and for the Ravens. Just come off. Who comes off worse, Crosby or the Ravens?
The Ravens.
The Ravens for sure, because I think I would imagine Crosby with the chip on his shoulder is the last thing you want. And that Raiders team did a lot in free agency.
Swear.
They may not be as bad.
No, stink.
I think Crosby gets moved at the trade deadline.
Well, I mean, he's not worth anything right now. You got to put him on the
Yeah,
field.
he's
That-
going to start
You
with
have
the
to
Raiders.
Oh, so that means the Cowboys are going to overpay for him.
Well, you saying that would be a very, very good landing spot for him. That defense played way better down the stretch.
Well, Jerry said he's out on Crosby, which means trade
1,000% means 3 first-round
Trade
picks are
deadline.
happening.
He's going for him. Yeah, it means he's going to go for him. I mean, somebody was crapping. I don't remember what conversation we were having recently, but somebody was really down on the Cowboys, and I told him they've got the best wide receiver core in the NFC East. Their defense wasn't as bleaky and terrible down the stretch. Their special teams is, I mean, it's up there. Like, why is everyone down on the Cowboys?
It's the Cowboys.
I know. Besides that, besides the historical context of the Cowboys being, subpar down the stretch, like
They've had stronger teams and done nothing. This is a middle of the ground roster.
Pickens outplayed CD.
There's no way Pickens is going to go
Did
2
they sign
seasons in a
Pickens?
row.
Or tag.
Yeah, I think
it was.
They tagged him, but I thought he said he wasn't going to play on the tag.
Let's see.
there's
Could
no
be it.
way Pickens is going to go 2 seasons in a row without being a locker room cancer. It's impossible.
I mean, it's
He will blow up that team from the inside.
He is planning to hold out and doesn't want to play on the tag. But
Not
as of
perfect. Jerry, the
2
GM,
hours
will
ago,
ruin it.
Brian Schottenheimer spotted with George Pickens' agent. So I mean, this is probably going to.
Jared's going to blow it up.
I mean,
Or
Pickens is
overpay. Pickens is about to get more money than JSN.
Pickens' stat line in 2024: 59 catches, 900 yards, 3 TDs. Okay,
Not good.
2025 with the Cowboys: 93 catches, 1,500 yards, 15.4 average, 9 touchdowns.
Yeah, who was his quarterback 2 years ago in Pittsburgh?
Russ, right? So Russ.
Yeah, it was that Russ Fields
Russ
year.
Fields.
Russ
Yeah.
Fields.
Well, that's why he had 53 catches.
And an offense that didn't know how to pass.
Where did Fields sign? He signed somewhere interesting.
The
Kansas
Jets.
City.
Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City. Who did the Jets get again?
Gino.
They went
Geno.
back to Geno.
They went back to-
Kyler went to Minnesota.
That one I don't understand. I mean, that is a bizarre move.
That's a great move for them because Kyler is leaps and bounds better than
I don't think so. FP.
JJ McCarthy.
I don't think so. I think JJ's injury reset him back to 0. But I think
And D Hop actually said that he would love to be reunited
who
with
cares
Kyler.
who cares about D Hop? The guy can't stand.
I know, but I'm saying D Hop, Justin Jefferson with Kyler. That's pretty intriguing.
I don't think so.
FP drafts D Hop every year in fantasy.
Hey, listen, we
For the
all have
past
our
10
guys.
years.
We all have our guys, and just one of his guys. But he stinks. Come on, he stinks.
I don't draft him. He's like my first waiver wire move.
Somehow he's on your team down the stretch every
We
year.
all have our.
Always by like week 6 when I'm on the waivers. I'm like, yeah, why not? Hey, but you know what? Every time I put him into my starting roster that first week, he gets his touchdown, and then he falls off a cliff.
This is something that Stevie accuses me of every year. My teams rock for the first 4 weeks of the season because my teams tend to skew older, and then it's just nail biters all the way to the end from there. It's
Your trick for this year for fantasy is draft the youngest position player that you don't know their name, and you'll probably win.
I mean, I've openly said, FB, I've run out of ways to cheat in this league. We're going into year 23. I've never won this stupid league. I've tried everything. I've tried randomizing the draft order after the first round, but always making sure that I was the 5th pick. So I was always picking every 10 picks no matter what, but everybody else was getting scrambled around. Like I've tried adjusting the keeper rules so that I can keep 2 quarterbacks without anybody noticing, and it just forced it. Somebody did notice. I was like, well, you can pick a player to keep 2, and I'll just do it, but everyone stays quiet. I've tried everything. Like
Maybe
this might
it's time
be.
to sunset the league.
I mean, it's time. Like who has time? I don't have time for this anymore. I need to win, and last year I tried to bribe the other guys in the league. I said, let me win it so I get the trophy, and then that's it. We'll dismember. Like it's over.
Just use Claude or Copilot and have it do everything for you.
Is there a fantasy chat bot thing that's good for fantasy football?
I'm sure
There's a guy that's on the Junkies every Thursday. If you just listen to his advice, I've been doing that.
I love Dave.
3 years in a row. I got first place. I got second place. I got third place.
I'm a big
always
Dave.
there.
I'm a big Dave guy. I do like I like him. You want to talk about your BFF Drabby and his plugs? It looks good.
Honestly, it looks great.
He looks
It
good.
looks great.
He's
I
smiling,
saw him,
looking like
I saw him
like
last
Leo.
week. He had the hat on. I was like, he still doesn't have hair.
Yeah, he can't do hats
It
anymore.
looks great. It looks
I
great.
called in during the I wait till they're right about to break for commercial, and then that's when I call to get him on the phone. And I called. I was like, "Hey, Drabby, you look amazing." He's like, "Thanks, Joe." I'm like, "Okay, great, thanks." And I was like, "I'm hung up." Like, he's like, "Did you want to say something on the air?" I was like, "No, I just wanted to catch you between segments." No, but I mean, FP, did you see the clip? Did you see?
I saw the clip. I was listening on my way into the office this morning.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the. It's all just.
It's all
He's
coming
got
together.
one
Lost
spot.
a little
He's
bit
got
of
one
weight.
spot there.
He's got.
Lost
I mean,
a little weight.
he-
Hair's coming in. Dressing better. New brand manager. Like everything's
Yeah.
coming up drabby.
EB, of course, EB calls him out on his one like balding spot, like within 10 seconds of the interview starting. But yeah, he looks good. He's got his confidence. He looks great. I'm very
Do
happy.
you go back and address the balding spot, or do you just ride it out? Like, what do you do?
I don't know, but
Patch
apparently
management.
it's,
Like, do you?
I think you go
Comb
back.
over.
No, I think it's a 2-part thing. So I think they go back and fill.
So like phase 1 is done, and phase 2 you
They
make.
talked about
it
it being a 2-part thing. Yeah.
I think so. But he looks great.
The real question is: there's a lot of bald people on DTC. Will someone go out and do it for us?
Well, I listen. I made my offer, right? Like I will cover somebody's cost, but we're in charge of the implants.
I may be the only one who embraces the bald. I've been bald since 3rd grade. I mean, I embrace it.
I'm there
It's
with
great.
You very.
I
but
have a
this
good shaped head. It looks good.
does help.
I'm
I
embrace it.
thank God I have hair. I have a not made for bald shaped head.
I
It's
don't
not-
mind the shape of my head. I don't like the back of my head, but then again, I don't
You
see
have
it.
that
so
bump.
yeah, I got the
Does it,
Matrix.
does it look like
Matrix
Mr. Clean's
notch.
face?
It's the Matrix notch. I just don't
Mhm.
like it, but I also don't care. Like, what do I care? Yeah.
Apparently, I need to stop wearing hats because I'm giving off the vibe that I'm balding when I'm in public
You shouldn't be wearing hats.
FP
Yeah.
wears hats all the time.
all the time. I have
Okay, but-
7,000 hats. I have like a hat buying addiction. I'll just sit on Fanatics, look for new designs, and I'm buying a hat.
I mean, I don't think buying the hat's the problem, right? Like, it's okay. Like, but you should show off the locks.
You guys don't get it, but there's sometimes where you're too lazy to do your hair. You throw on a hat.
Oh my god, your life is so hard. Hey, run a comb through your hair. So rough. I know.
So who would be the best person in DTC to get the plugs?
Matt,
It
100%.
might be you, Joe.
I mean, but
Andy, 1,000%.
Andy, oh, I could get on board. To me, it would either be Andy or Matt. Like we
Andy.
sponsor one of them collectively as a show.
Matt,
And
I don't think Matt is a person who cares about his hair.
Matt's embracing the bald and the upside down face.
I don't think Matt cares.
When you can grow a substantial beard,
I
like
mean, we
you
got-
two and Matt, you can embrace bald. Andy's got the patchy beard. He needs the full head of hair.
I mean, listen, we can pitch Andy again. Like we'll cover the cost and supply the hair.
He's never gonna
Yeah,
go
he
for
can just
your
go
hair
Dr. Burka.
supply.
But why not? No, a little bit from each of us.
From where?
Anywhere you want. He's not paying for it. Wouldn't it be fun to be out to dinner and just be staring at his locks and be like, why is that area curling the other way? What's this? What's this is?
Oy.
I'd chip in.
The show went off the rails. I love it. These are the best shows. The unplanned shows are the best
It's a good
shows.
show. Hey, 376. Good show. LP, what do you want to plug?
I don't have anything to plug.
No.
Anybody
DC
going to the
United?
World Cup?
No EPL. No. I'm not
Anybody?
going to the World Cup.
Mo Salah is gonna leave. That's big news. Even I caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's they've been rumored to
In
do
the
this
works.
forever. Yeah, forever.
I want to see him in DC United. I'd go to a DC United game if he shows up.
Griezmann is on his way somewhere too. Where is he signing? He's signing somewhere in the MLS. Where did I see he was going?
I
Jersey?
didn't say that.
Antonio Griezmann. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where he lands. But LPT or no World Cup. It still feels like it's too far away to get excited about, and the
It's
ticket
like
pricing.
4 months.
I know, but like the pricing. No, it's not 4 months. It's 2 months.
Is it June, July? When is it?
It's June, July.
Is it
It's
the
June,
month
July.
of June?
Yeah, it's June, July. You're confused because in
So 3
Qatar
months.
they pushed the whole thing into the freaking winter. It was all weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the World Cup LGBTQ plus match between Iran and Egypt in Seattle. But it looks like Iran might be dropped. Did you guys see that?
They might be preoccupied.
Replaced by Italy. Interesting. Okay, FP, anything for you to plug?
Did Italy not make it?
I don't think so. They're the highest ranked alternate team is what I think I remember seeing.
How did they not make it?
Yeah, I can look it up. Hold on. Let's look it up. Highest
Did all of their good players just say we don't want to play for Italy?
team not in World Cup. Based on the 2025, yada yada yada. Russia is actually the highest team, then Serbia. Wait. Let's see. Italy in World Cup ? They are not qualified. No, Italy would replace. So, okay, Effie, what do you want to plug?
Japan Grand Prix this weekend.
Didn't that already happen?
No, that was China. Now it's Japan.
Was number 3?
What time of day is it on the?
The race will be 1 a.m.
Oh.
1 a.m. Eastern.
In Japan.
In Japan.
Where?
What do you mean where?
Like Tokyo?
Yeah, I believe so.
We have a friend.
Wait, so they're coming to DC in the summer? Is that
No,
true?
that's
IndyCar racing.
IndyCar.
Oh.
That's American F1. No, American Open Wheel. No. Yes.
I don't know if you want to necessarily call it American, but yeah, American Open Wheel's fair.
The IndyCar circuit is only America. It's only America.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's not like
But
American.
it's also
drivers.
not like the full-blown IndyCars.
No, it's
So are they
it's-
just going to close streets
slower
and
ones.
create a?
It's going to be a
track?
smaller circuit, a boring track.
And
It's not
slower
going to be a
cars.
fun. It's going to be a debacle. It's not going to be good.
But yes, everybody that works in DC will be inconvenienced for several weeks leading up for the smoothing and repaving and the whatever and the closures. And then, yes.
It's not going to work out well. It's
They
going to
also
look
said-
awesome. Not going to work out well.
They also said there's a high probability of glass shattering depending on
Yes.
which, like, how do you not factor that in? Like, how do you not
Depending on the
financial
buildings
district. What are you
and
doing?
around the straits and how old the buildings are.
Yeah.
Those engines are loud. Yeah.
So you're just chilling at home, locked in, and your window just shatters. Like, who
Yes.
do you bill? Who do you supposed to? You just send a bill to Trump? What do you do?
You suck it up, Buttercup.
Oh, there's no way.
It's probably not. It's probably not a whole bunch of residentials. Probably more office buildings.
Okay? Fine. Okay, so
You're in the office and
you're
You
everybody.
have
working at
insurance. Who
yeah,
cares?
you're working at the Crest Star, and then the glass is shattered because whatever. Yeah, the Wachovia building explodes or whatever. Like whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll be cool to see.
I'm not plugging anything except our Patreon. Thank you to everybody that is subscribed there. Our numbers are trending up continually. Thank you very much. We will be migrating over 100% by the end of the summer. We're still working on a couple things over there. I got to figure out how to get it published properly in the old feed because I don't want to start over. But for FP and LP, my name is Joe. Thank you for hanging out with us. Episode 376 is in the books. If you missed OMC 24, it was a good one. Go check that out. We're spitballing right now on OMC 25. It's crazy to think we've done 25 off-season movie club shows, but looking forward to doing number 25 here pretty soon. Again, thanks for hanging out with us. Shows DTC. Get it wherever you get your podcasts. Till next week, we are out.